Greetings, friends. Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Sean, your host. The website is www.scriptureandprophecy.com. We're continuing our study through Psalm 119. And we're doing 4 sections at a time. And as we've discussed, the Psalm 119 is broken up by the alphabet. And it's broken up in 8 verse sections. And so we're going to be doing verses 65 through 96 this morning. And the theme of this whole psalm is really about walking in God's statutes, walking in His ways, walking in His commandments. And the psalmist is continuing to talk about the joy and the love and the passion that he has for doing that. And may it be so in our own hearts and souls. And as you know, Monday morning podcast, right now as we're working through these are just short podcasts. I just want you to have a little bit of wisdom and a little bit of encouragement to start your week. So let's take a look. Starting with verse 65, Psalm 119. Thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Lord, according unto thy word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I have kept thy word. Thou art good, and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Their heart is as fat as grease, but I delight in thy law. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. The law of thy mouth is better unto me than 1,000 of gold and silver. Thy hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding that I may learn thy commandments. They that fear thee will be glad when they see me, because I have hoped in thy word. I know, O Lord, that thy judgments are right, and that thou in faithfulness hast afflicted me. Let I pray thee thy let I pray thee thy merciful kindness be for my comfort according to thy word and unto thy servant. Let thy tender mercies come unto me that I may live, for thy law is my delight. Let the proud be ashamed, for they dealt perversely with me without a cause. But I will meditate in thy precepts. Let those that fear thee turn unto me, that those that have known thy testimonies. Let my heart be sound in thy statutes, that I be not ashamed. Real quick, I just want to pause. The psalmist here seems to be saying, hey, I'm being afflicted, but this is a good thing. God is allowing this, and it's a good thing because it's going to help me to walk closer in His ways. And many times, friends, this is why God allows adversity in our lives, to mold us, to shape us, to bring us closer to Him in our need, that we might walk in a more righteous and holy way. Kind of our faith is being tested. It's being purified by fire. Let's look at it again. He says in verse 71, it is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. And then he says it again. A couple verses later, in verse 75, he says, I know, O Lord, that thy judgments are right, and that thou in faithfulness hast afflicted me. There's a lesson there for us, isn't there? Let's continue on. We've got 2 more sections. Verse 81. My soul fainteth for thy salvation, but I hope in thy word. My eyes fail for thy word, saying, when wilt thou comfort me? For I am become like a bottle in the smoke, yet I do not forget thy statutes. How many are the days of thy servant? When wilt thou execute judgment on them that persecute me? The proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy law. All thy commandments are faithful. They persecute me wrongfully. Help thou me. They had almost consumed me upon the earth, but I forsook not thy precepts. Quicken me after thy loving kindness, so I shall keep the testimonies of thy mouth. Forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. Thy faithfulness is unto all generations. Thou hast established the earth, and it abideth. They continue this day according to thy ordinances for all thy servants. Unless thy law had been my delights, I should have been perished in my affliction. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. I am thine, save me, for I have sought thy precepts. The wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I will consider thy testimonies. I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandment is exceeding broad. That is our reading for this morning. And I pray that it's given you wisdom and encouragement. And I pray it in the powerful name of Jesus. Thank you for listening, friends. Thank you to all of you who support the podcast and help me make this possible each month. Peace and grace be with all of you. And until next time, God bless.